Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching, then welcome. Today I'm going to be recreating a look that I saw on Instagram, and this is the look here. I noticed this trend actually a wee while ago, but it wasn't really top on my list of looks to recreate. I've kind of been trying to focus on, doing my own looks lately because I get a lot of joy out of like creating something from scratch. But yeah, I really wanted to recreate this look because I kept seeing it around. I think I did a pretty good job, and I hope you guys like it too. And if you do enjoy the video, then please consider liking and subscribing. It would really mean a lot to me. But let's get on into the video, shall we? Okay, so eyebrows, white eyeshadow base. And because we're going to be focusing the eyeshadow mainly on this section of the eye here, that's where I've applied the base. I'm not bothering to do my eyelids because I'm going to be carving the crease afterwards, and I don't want to waste my product because I'm just going to remove it anyway. So yeah, I've just applied it from pretty much the crease right up to the bottom of my eyebrow. And I'm going to be taking an assortment of brushes. So I'm going to be taking these 6 brushes, an assortment of small brushes, some pencil brushes, and a couple of shader brushes. And I'm using 6 brushes because I'm using 6 eyeshadows. Well, I'm actually going to be using 7, but I will explain. So I'm going in with my Jeffree Jawbreaker palette, and I'm going to be mixing licorice and tasty together. Then I'm going to be using suck and wow, sour, and soaked. So 6 different shades from this palette. And then I'm going to go in with my Bloodlust palette, and I'm just going to go in with this purple shade here called Blood Queen. So yeah, all the colours of the rainbow. Someone did point out to me that there is actually 7 colours in the rainbow, and indigo and violet are 2 different colours, but I'm just going to do purple as like one. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start off by using the pencil brushes first before I move on to the shader brushes. And so I'm applying licorice and tasty together, and I'm putting this right in the center in between the arch of my brow and the crease, and just applying this in a little dot. And I'm just going to wiggle this around a bit just to try and get the edges a bit blended, but we do really just want it to look like a dot. Next I'm going to be taking Suck, the orange shade, and I'm going all the way around the outside of the red dot that we've done and doing the same thing, so wiggling it around. I like to use little circular motions, and that's going to help the red and the orange to blend in together. And then after that I'm moving on to Wow, the yellow shade, and another pencil brush, and doing the exact same thing, this time around the orange shade. And so this is pretty much going to take up the entire space. So from then on out, I'm going to just apply on either side of it in a bit of a rounded shape to give the effect that there's a whole circle there that you just can't see. So doing that with Sour, the green shade, and then the same with Soaked, and then just continuing on through the rainbow. So after that I'll be doing Purple, and if I still have room left over, then I'll go in and start from the beginning with the red and so on. And this is just to give a bit of a tie-dye effect, so we want the colours to blend in together nicely, so as much as we can get them to. It can be quite hard with rainbows sometimes. I just did a rainbow look the other day and I found it very difficult to get them to blend. Okay, so as you can see, that is the tie-dye crease portion of the look done. This was a bit of a mission. It took me quite a while to get the colours built up enough and also blended in enough to look acceptable in my opinion. And so what I did, which I didn't film because I wasn't sure if it was going to make that much of a difference, but it turns out that it did. I actually went in over top with my James Charles palette, and I used these shades here to just brighten up the look because I felt that the Jeffree Star eyeshadows were a bit too dark for what I wanted, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks very colourful and bright like a rainbow which is what we want. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to prep the eye to cut the crease. To do that, I'm going to be taking some Vaseline and a flat rounded concealer brush, and I'm using this to remove the product off of my eyelids by carving out the crease using the Vaseline, and that's just going to lift up all of the makeup that we've got on the eye. And I'm bringing this out in a wing towards the outer third of the eye, and once I've finished with using the Vaseline, I'm going to wipe it off using a cotton tip. Okay, now that the eyelid is nice and clean and ready for the base, I'm going to carve out the crease. So I'm going to use concealer this time because I'm going to keep the eyelid area blank, or so that it just looks like skin. So that's why I'm using concealer. And the concealer that I'm going to use is my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Snow, and I'm applying that with a flat rounded concealer brush. So I'm applying this right up to where I've cleaned the eyelid for the cut crease and bringing it out in a winged shape as I've done here. And I'm going to be applying this using patting motions to prevent the colour from mixing with the concealer, because as I was saying before, I want it to look like skin and I don't want there to be any colour on the eyelid. Once I've carved out the crease, I'm just going to be taking an all over shader brush and some setting powder, and I'm just tapping this onto where I've applied the concealer just to get that set, but we also don't really want there to be any colour, so I'm just using this Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie powder, and that should keep the colour pretty much the same as it is at the moment. Okay, so that is the crease all carved out, and I'm loving the way it's looking so far. It's really starting to come together. Next, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, and I'm just going to be drawing on a thick winged liner. So I'm doing the wing part first and just making sure I get the length right for that, and then I'll drag that across the eye and down to the lash line to get that nice wing shape and then colour it in. Okay, so that is the top of the eye complete, and now we're going to move to the under eye. So using that same brush that I was using to carve out the crease, I'm going to apply some of my P.Louise base again. I'm going to use the same brushes that I was using before, and I'm taking those same 6 crease colours and applying them to the under eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the purple to the outer half of the under eye, and then I'm going to apply the blue to the inner half of the under eye. And I'm just applying this thinly because I'm going to add in some other colours as well, and I don't want it to come down too far down onto the face. I'm going to blend the purple out using the red and the orange and a little bit of the yellow as well. And then for the blue part, I'm going to blend that out using the green and the yellow. Okay, so I finished the other under eye and I went and did my face makeup. So now I'm going to be taking my NYX crayon eyeliner in the shade White, and I'm just applying this to my waterline to help open up the eyes a bit more. Okay, now I'm going to add in some highlighter. So I'm going to be taking these 2 brushes, the large highlighting brush for my cheekbones and face, and the small mini eyeshadow brush for my tear ducts. And I want to use a white highlighter because that's what it has in the picture, and I just think it would go nicely as well. So I'm going to be taking my Conspiracy palette and going in with this shade here called Ranch, and I'm going to be applying this to my tear duct using that mini brush, and then my cheekbones using the highlighting brush, and also the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow. Now I think I'm sufficiently shimmery, so I'm going to pop on some lipstick next, and I'm going to use a combination of a lip liner and a regular lipstick. So I'm going to be taking my MAC lip pencil in the shade Spice, and also my MAC lipstick in the shade Honey Love. Okay, now the last thing left to do is just to apply mascara and eyelashes. So I'm taking my Exo Beauty Faux Mink lashes. These are in the style Exotic. I'm going to pop these on off camera and then I'll be back to show you guys the completed look. Okay, so here we have the completed look with lashes. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think the tie-dye looks really nice. Like I'm really happy with the blend, and the cut crease is nice and sharp, and there's that clear like definition, which yeah, I'm super happy about, and I'm super proud of myself for managing to recreate this look pretty good. Well, very good if I do say so myself. Doing this look has really given me a lot of inspiration, so I can't wait to integrate this interesting circle blend technique into some more looks. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please thumbs up and subscribe and tick that little bell button so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.